Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of my wonderful and juicy and delicious little subscribers out there. And, sorry, excuse me, and how I love you all so, and I hope that you're all super duper well, super duper wonderful, and that life is treating you most deliciously wherever you are in the world. So what do we do? 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, my juicy little lights. Thank you, little lights. You're delicious and bright. Yes, they are, aren't they, my little beautifuls? Now then, so I hope that you're all well, my little beautifuls, okay? And that it hasn't been too cold wherever you are in the world, you know, because our weather, it's now 10 past 6 in the evening, my delicious little babies in old England, and it's been although it's been drier, okay, it's sort of like spitting here and there, but a complete grey sky and very, very cold, my delicious little babies. So it seems there's no let up, is there, my delicious little babies? Now then, so what do I have for you today? Must remember the batteries now. Okay, my delicious little babies. Now then, so the first video, okay, this is a search engine of your choice. These are all BitChute today, my delicious little babies. It's 3 words into one. I do mention this man, and with anybody not in that way, okay? I do mention him sometimes, okay? So this one is as is watching. No G on the end. As is watching. 3 words into one, my delicious little babies. Then space bar, BitChute. So then you should have reached your destination, okay? So this video is, so you're ticked off, as is watching, bless you. Keep up the excellent work. And I do say that about all of our lovely uploaders who I advertise, my delicious little babies, okay? Now then, the video should read, as is watching, hashtag 172, zombie fog virus, okay? Fraud and the North American digital concentration camp, my delicious little babies, okay? So I'm just going to repeat that again for you, okay? As is watching, hashtag 172, zombie fog virus, fraud, and the North American digital concentration camp, my delicious little babies. Now, as is watching is now up to 20.2 thousand subscribers, my delicious little babies, okay? Yeah, really interesting. Because, I mean, I'm going to repeat it again. There we are. When I believe that uploaders are banging, there we are. I shall say it. No problem at all there. Okay? And he puts his material, there we are, together extremely well. Okay, my delicious little babies. Now then, so yes, he's talking about the fog. He's talking about everything else now then. Do you know what I mean? It's like, I'm not going to go into it, my delicious little babies. So do forgive me. But, well, basically, if they cannot get you one way, there we are, then they're certainly doing a huge thing to get round it another way, shall we say, my delicious little babies? So we must remember the lines. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? Now then, so I've only got 2 more pieces, okay? Just had to go backwards there. So there's 2 more pieces. So this uploader happens to have 9,368 subscribers, my delicious little babies. And again, sometimes I do advertise this uploader, okay? Search engine of your choice, all in capitals, my delicious little babies. Understanding, space, the, space, Lars. Okay, my delicious little babies, that's the uploader, okay? Then space, space bar, BitChute. And then you should have reached your destination, okay? This video should read, Trump is pulling cash, you know, ka-ching, 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 and new laws says he can. Richie from Boston. Okay, my delicious little baby, so I'm just going to repeat that again for you, shall I? Trump is pulling cash and new laws says he can. Richie from Boston. This video is just over 22 minutes long, my delicious little babies, okay? Yeah, so what Richie has been saying, there we are, is that he has been warning about this as well as others, bless, okay, for many years, okay, my delicious little babies, okay. Actually, Richie from Boston, I have watched some of his videos, and I would say he's pretty good, okay, my delicious little babies, okay. And, you know, some days, you know, he's the same, you know, we all get like it from time to time, you know, he gets damn frustrated, you know what I mean? Because you feel like a stuck record. Do you see what I mean, okay? When you can see things as clear as day, my delicious little babies, but very sadly, for many in the world, they cannot, okay? I always say, if somebody is honest and true, and they've made a genuine mistake, they genuinely have made a genuine mistake, okay? I would then say to myself, okay, fair enough, you made that mistake, okay. Well, you know, as long as you learn by that mistake, and do everything you can to put it right now, okay, then everything, oh, I'm stumbling here, rewind and start again, and everything should start to correct itself. But when somebody is fully aware of doing, there we are, very, very, very bad and naughty things now, well, how others cannot see it. I'm not talking about all. I'm not talking about any of ourselves who can already see. You know, we've got eyes to see and ears to hear. I'm talking about the ones who, you know, follow Mr. Trouble Trump. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? And how they cannot see it. There we are. It's just beyond me. Do you see what I mean? And of course, others feel the same. You know, other uploaders feel the same. And what's absolutely wonderful and delicious, my delicious little babies, about this is that there we are, more and more and more. See, I'm all cold all across here, my room's warm. Okay? Is that, you know, more and more and more are waking up. My delicious little babies, do you say? And this is, there we are, absolutely wonderful and delicious. Okay? But we still seem to have some problems and issues here with the ones who, for some strange and unknown reason, okay, that none of us can fathom out anyway, is how they still live in, there we are, the belief that Mr. Trouble Trump, there we are, is their saviour, my delicious little babies. Do you know what I mean? I've been done saying for months and months and months on my videos, the only saviours we have, there we are, is ourselves, my delicious little babies. Do you see what I mean, okay? Because from what I can see over the pond in Born in the USA, from what I can see, my delicious little babies, they're taking a complete and utter pee. There we are, my delicious little babies. Do you see what I mean, okay? And of course, because they're going at a fast rate, you know, it's like you've got to have eyes up your backside, my delicious little babies. Do you see what I'm saying? Yes? So, you know, but of course, ones that say, okay, well, it's not really affecting us. Well, actually, it is affecting us in different countries, my delicious little babies. Do you see what I mean? For many, they will already know this, but for others, it's like they're not paying attention. Do you see what I mean? Okay, and it's this not paying attention, there we are, that is causing the problems, my delicious little babies. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, okay. So that's very interesting, Richie from Boston. Thank you, understanding the lies. Do you see what I mean? Okay. And then the final one, this some bit shit, my delicious little babies. Okay, this uploader here, this is search engine of your choice, my delicious little babies, all capitals, demon space hunter space Sky Dome, 2 words together, my delicious little babies, and then space Atlantic. Okay, so I'm just going to repeat that again for you. Demon Hunter, Sky Dome, Atlantic. Okay, my delicious little babies, this uploader happens to have 14.5 thousand subscribers, my delicious little babies. Now, this one is about an hour and 20 minutes, my delicious little babies, just over. Okay, so that's the longest one today, and that's my final video that I'm advertising today, my delicious little babies. Well, this video should read, Trump unmasked. Slate or Slat, SLERGHT. I'll just repeat all this again. Sorry about that, my delicious little babies. Trump unmasked. Sleight of hand 666 must share. Okay, my delicious little babies, so I shared it now. Okay, my delicious little babies, now I'm going to close my book and go backwards. Okay, I must continue to go backwards, yes. You see, when you put everything together now, okay, you see, you do see. Do you know what I mean? I mean, you see good and proper, my delicious little babies. There we are, what the crack is here. Do you see what I mean? Okay? And you're probably wondering to yourselves, you know, well, you know, why have I been mentioning Trouble Trump? Well, the reason why I'm mentioning him, okay, is in the hope that if anybody does happen to stumble across my channel, I'm not talking about my beautiful, delicious little babies who so very kindly watch my videos regularly and, you know, put a like and view my videos, okay? So much love to you and for the odd comment as well. And thank you, how I love you also, and may each and every one of you have beautiful blessings in each and every one of your lives, okay? But I'm talking to ones who may be a little bit new, do you see what I mean, okay? I'm just doing my best, there we are, to get the word out that all is not as it seems, my delicious little babies. Not at all, not at all. Okay? And the more and more that we see, it's like he's trying to push everybody, you know what I mean? Because this is just going to have a knock-on effect, my delicious little babies, okay? Because we've got the talk about them getting rid of the penny. We've got all of this. Okay, my delicious little babies, okay? Because what they're trying to do is they're trying to force all of our hands into, you know, and this is around the world, my delicious little babies, apart from I keep saying round, and I don't mean round, my delicious little babies, okay? In the world, okay? Apart from a few countries who do not know what is going on, my delicious little babies, but for the rest of us, okay? Very sadly, with a heavy heart, we are having to go through this, my delicious little babies, okay? But the fact is, I mean, I'm still getting it now, okay? Ones prefer, there we are, to use their card, their plastic, to use their dog and bone, okay? They're just not getting it. They do not realise that if it was to go like China, if it was to go like China, my delicious little babies, okay? Nobody would be liking this at all. There would not be a liking. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? Because I know that I certainly would not. Okay, my delicious little babies, okay? And, yeah, I've seen, when was it the other day? I forgot to tell you. I've seen, what was it, these fake 20 ka-ching notes, my delicious little babies. I said, could I please have a look at that? Said, yes. And you can feel it. Now, even though it would sort of feel similar, it wasn't. Okay, my delicious little babies, there's some odd parts on it, okay, which does not look the same as the real thing now. Do you see what I mean, okay? Seem too quick on the mark, don't they, with these fake notes. So who's printing them, my delicious little babies? There we are. This is the question that we're asking. It's like, you know, when you look through history, you know, decades and decades, have you noticed that there seems to be a lot of fakes going in a circle? I mean, somebody let me know, the local shopkeeper down the road, actually, his dear son, not in that way, his dear son, and he let me know one day because I paid with a £2 coin. And by the way, I'm not doing that because of, oh, goodness me, I'll do it that way, okay, my delicious little babies, okay? I'm certainly not in that club, and neither would I ever wish or want to be in such a putrid club, okay, my delicious little babies, okay? But he said to me, he says, you do know that this is fake, Carla? I said, what, the £2 note? And he said, yes. I said, well, I can give you, you know, so I had 2 coins. I said, well, I could give you that instead. But I genuinely did not know it was a fake. My delicious little babies, that is the gospel truth. And they know me anyway. They know me a long time. Do you see what I mean? So they know that I wouldn't be telling porcupines. Do you see what I mean? Okay? And he said, no. He said, I'll just take it. Sorry, my delicious little babies. I do apologise, okay, about that. Yes, he said he'll take it, but he showed me what you do. And then what he did was he sort of went, pop, and then out popped the centre part. And then you had the outside part. But with the real thing now, you cannot do that. Do you see what I mean? Okay. So how has this been? There we are, happening for all these years, Matt. There we are. That's the only question that I'm asking. Because somebody, there we are, must be printing, mustn't they? So who is it? There we are, who's doing it? Because if that was the case, then surely to goodness, it's only a ding ding dong dong thought, my delicious little baby. It's just food for thought, isn't it? Okay. Well, if that's the case, wouldn't others in different countries, in this country and other countries, there we are, wouldn't they be printing their own? Ka-ching! I'm talking about mankind now, the public, my delicious little babies. You see what I mean? So somebody, there we are, puts it out, okay? So that somebody else, say if somebody's done some work, could be something simple things. Let's take a gardener. So I could say, oh yeah, pay my gardener, okay? And then give him the ka-ching, 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 okay? Well, I would never intentionally, ever in a million years, wish to give him a fake 20 squid note. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies, okay? So you have to make sure, there we are, that it is real and legit. Do you see what I mean, okay? So my theory here, my delicious little babies, it's only a theory. I mean, some can say, well, maybe for some in the world, they do not have a lot, and they probably think, oh, well, if I just go and pay at a shop or something, you know what I mean? If they really need food or something like that now, then yes, okay, that could be one reason, okay? But for myself, isn't somebody trying to, there we are, skank others out of work and everything? And do you follow what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? To me, it looks like a skanking exercise, my delicious little babies. That's how I've drawn myself to my conclusion, my delicious little babies. Do you see what I mean? Because how can it be so similar? It's got to be coming from, there we are, a certain machine, hasn't it, my delicious little babies? That's just my thoughts, my delicious little babies, do you say? But because it's been happening for decades, do you say? Okay? So, yeah. But I always check the two, ka-ching notes, coins now, my delicious little babies. Do you see what I mean? And actually, I do say, whether it's a shop or a taxi or anything, I say, please try not to give me a £2 coin, please. Do you know what I mean? Because once you're aware, you know what I mean? Because it would be absolutely awful if I walked into a shop where they never knew me. And then, they'd think I was trying to skank them. Do you see what I mean? When I'm certainly not like that at all. I've never stole a penny in my life. And I can honestly say, hand on heart, I'm very and most proud of that. Do you know what I mean? I was not brought up to steal. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies, okay? And neither would I ever wish or want to steal. But for some, they do it they do it every day of the week, my delicious little babies. I mean, look at who we've got running the world now. My delicious little babies, little lackeys, do you see what I mean, okay? They're damn tea leaves, damn teeths now, aren't they? Teething off mankind in all of our countries each and every day. With no skin on their bird races. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? Anyway, so that's my video. And very lastly, that man did come to see me, to do with his arm. And the problem that he's got, he can put it up to about there, but he can't put it any higher. So I must have done about, what was it? It's got to have been about 10 minutes of healing, because you can only heal for so long, But if the problem's still there, they would have to come back maybe in a week and a half to, or 2 weeks' time. But anyway, the point is, he felt a lot calmer. I did him honey, lemon and ginger, sliced up the lemon and then the ginger and then the honey, okay? And he said, well, that's very soothing. Do you know what I mean, okay? Because even when I seen him walking in, I just thought, oh, do you know what I mean? It's like somebody who looks younger, say, I don't know, about 50 or something, yes, looking about 80, my delicious little babies, do you see what I mean, okay? But I did what I could. He did say, there we are, that he will come back to me. He said he felt tremendously better. There we are, after his healing was done, okay? Because I use a Japanese method as well, my delicious little babies. Do you see what I mean, okay? And we shall see how he gets on. I said, send me a message, please, to let me know how you got on. Do you see what I mean, okay? Sometimes it can take a few days. Sometimes I could do a healing for somebody. There we are. And they feel better straight away. Okay, my delicious little babies. But for others, it could take 2 or 3 days. Do you see what I mean? You know, till they've got that, all of the movement, you know, back in their arm. Do you see what I mean? My delicious little babies, okay? But we shall just keep trying, okay, my delicious babies? So just a thought, isn't it? So what am I going to name this video, my delicious little babies? Fake Kaching. Do you know what I mean, my delicious little babies, okay? And but it's just a thought, isn't it? Where does it come from? There we are. Where does it come from? As far as I'm aware, it's happened long time, years. So there we are. Who is doing this? Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies, okay? Of course, there we are. We've got a fair idea, haven't we, my delicious little babies? Anyway, so wherever you are in the world, whether it's morning, afternoon, or evening, please have a super duper delicious time. You only get one life, my little beautifuls, okay? Sending peace, love, harmony, and bright blessings to each and every one of you. May your beautiful little selves and your beautiful little families all be fully protected, okay? Please take care of yourselves, my little beautifuls, and please try to take care of others, because we are in a crackers, bonkers, and crazy world, okay? What did was that Maxi Priest? Is it a Madwell? Anyway, it's a Maxi Priest song, isn't it, my delicious little babies? We go back to the year of that song, Mad World. No, it's not that other artist. I'm pretty sure it's Maxi Priest, my delicious little babies. Anyway, I'm trying to think of the tune now, and it escapes my noddle at the moment, my delicious little babies. Anyway, so yeah, and please continue to lift that vibration, my little honey bunnies, okay? Because we do have to lift the vibration, do you know what I mean, okay? Especially when you got so many, bless them, you know, they've got, there we are, like the weight on their shoulders and on the noddles. Do you see what I'm saying? Yes. So for many, they're just not looking super duper happy. And of course, you know, you can see with some, bless them, who have very sadly, they're looking, that was the word I wanted to use the other day, and I couldn't remember it. So I do not mean this nastily against anybody. I would never do that ever. But they're sort of looking very pasty, you know, like in the face. It's like a kind of it's like a greyy. It's really hard to explain. It's like a greyy, greeny colour. It's really hard to explain, my delicious little babies, but you can tell. There we are, straight away. You can tell. So sad, you know. Anyway, so until my next video, okay? And if it is night time, night, sleep tight, wash your bed bugs, don't bite. Okay? My delicious little babies, how I love you also. And thank you once again for listening. Love you. Goodbye and good night.